Because, guys, no matter which way you look at it, this election is already done. This election can never go any other way. This election, Hakainde Hichilema has won. How, guys, Lavenikoff, start thinking of the future. Start thinking of the future. Align yourself. Adjust yourselves. Because hii game na ipwa kale na ipwa. But, you know, I want to emphasize the point that President Hakainde Hichilema made. Don't think, yes, game na ipwa na tu inakale, and you become relaxed on voting. You must go out there and vote. Yes, Hakainde Hichilema has already won, but make sure you go out there and vote. I am pleading with you. Go out there and vote. Go as early as possible. Go and cast your vote so that we can have that 92%, which from my estimation, we are talking about 5.6 million. 5.6 million, 5.8 million. Hakainde Hichilema. 5 million to alipita kale 5 million. We are going number 5.6, 5.8. Ama elections anapo, but mufile muka making sure mwetashani mwaya vota. And talking about ukuya mkuvota, I want to appeal to all business entities to allow people enough time to go and vote. That is where I'm starting. I am starting by making an appeal to institutions that please allow people to go and vote. No negotiations. No negotiations. No, if you are at Chan, I've just received a memo from one of the companies. I've received this memo. For tonight, I'm going to spare you. There is this company. There is this company. I don't know if I should say it out, but I'm going to spare you for tonight. I'm going to spare you for tonight, but let me see. This memo, which ends, the last line, it is saying, road movements must be minimized by all on that day. Road movements must be minimized by all on that day. If you have written a memo, if you are an HR, this memo is coming from an HR. It's coming from an HR. I'm sparing you for tonight. I'm sparing you for tonight. The memo starts with you, all employees from Human Resource Department, dated 5th August 2026. Subject, planning for the General Elections Day on 13th August. Whoever human resource wrote this, I will read the memo so that you don't doubt. Memo, I am giving you up to tomorrow. Retract this memo. Retract this memo and write a correct memo. Write a correct memo, because tomorrow I will expose you. This is totally wrong. You don't have to. You see, let me read this memo so that you hear how wrong this memo is. This memo serves as a reminder that the general election will take place on 13th August 2026. The Human Resource Department is beginning preparations to ensure that employees who are eligible, employees who are eligible and intend to vote are given reasonable time to do so, while also maintaining continuity of operation across all departments. Now, in that sentence, you are saying employees who are eligible. I don't know what you mean, who are eligible. Is this company, are you implying that in this company they are foreigners? If they are foreigners, yes, those foreigners, they cannot be eligible to vote. But if somebody is a Zambian, it ends there. If somebody is a Zambian and is above 18, there is no negotiations. There is no negotiations. You are not the electoral police to start checking who is voting and who is not voting. That is not your business. That is not your business. So this issue of saying who are eligible, it can be acceptable if you are implying to foreigners. But when it comes to Zambians, don't start bringing in the issue of you trying to question whether somebody is eligible or not, because it is not your responsibility. This email goes further to say, to support this planning, all employees who will be casting their votes are required to provide the following information to HR. Mungu mfuikisha hapo. Mungu mfuikishe. Ati, to support this planning, all employees who will be casting their votes are required to provide the following information to HR. And what is that information? Bullet number 1, confirmation that they intend to vote on 13th August. Have you heard how wrong that sentence is? They intend, confirmation that they intend to vote. Who the hell are you to start asking people, are you, can you confirm that you intend to vote? Are you implying that some people should ignore voting? Is that what you are trying to imply? Are you trying to discourage people from voting? How dare you say you should bring confirmation that you intend to vote? Because this, in a way, it is trying to say people should not, it is discouraging people from voting. You'll be happy to those who will say, no, me, I'm not voting. It seems you would be happy with those. That is very wrong. The next sentence, the next bullet is even worse. It says, their designated voting station as reflected on their voter's card. Why are you complicating your life? Why are you entangling yourself in matters that are not your business? How dare you ask people to say, can you tell us where you are going to vote according to the voter imwe? Who the hell are you? This company, I'm not mentioning the company for tonight, but by tomorrow, retract this memo. Retract this memo. Otherwise, I will name the company and I will name the HR for this company. I will name this company and I will call out on this program. I will call out the human resource for this company. I will call out, retract this memo. It is a very wrong memo. You are bringing yourself trouble. All you have to do on the 13th, allow people to go and vote. Allow people to go and vote. The only thing that you can do, I do understand there are certain companies whereby, human resources is required, whereby it's an emergency. There are certain companies which cannot completely close. It is understandable. Okay, so even you workers, listen very carefully. There are certain organizations, if you work in an emergency kind of organization, the only thing that you can do is to give people shifts. That's the only thing that you can do. You can give, some people to say, in the morning, you will not work, but come in the afternoon. Then those who will not be able to work, who work in the afternoon, they can go. That's the only thing that you can do. Of course, giving some kind of incentives for that time, because ordinarily that day is supposed to be a holiday. 13th August is supposed to be a holiday. But if you are in an institution which is delicate, emergency kind of situation, yes, you can come up with those shifts, but you kind of incentivize those that will be working. But you cannot do what this memo has done, to start asking people, where are you voting? If you intend to vote, can you prove that you're voting? It is not your business. It is not your business. If somebody doesn't vote, that is not your business. That is not your business. That is not your business. So, memo, please. Memo. I'm just running short of turning it like that and showing people, but I'm not going to do it for tonight. But tomorrow, I'm giving you tomorrow, you should retract this memo. Otherwise, I'll call out this company and the human resource. And to this effect, I hope government will also give guidance. Because sometimes, you confuse people. Some of these people, you allow nonsense to go through. You allow nonsense to go through. Ministry of Labor, can you give guidance? Can you give directions on this? Let not people be disenfranchised by the organizations. Anyway, that is the first point. That is the first point. The next point which I want to talk about is, the campaign themselves. The campaign have gone so well, Mwebantu. The campaign have gone so well. We need to congratulate President Hakainde Hichilema. We need to congratulate President Hakainde Hichilema. We have never had elections or campaigns go as smooth as these ones have gone. I'm telling you, we need to congratulate President Hakainde Hichilema. Alana Uwomba Hakainde Hichilema. The elections have gone so well. We are only remaining with a few days. Next week we will be voting, and things have been very well. I know some of you are trying to make an issue over what happened in Western Province. Look, one of the problems that I have with these with the Tonse boys, the problem with the Tonse boys, they are being disorderly. They are being destructive. They are being disorderly. But Tonse boys, they have insisted on these road shows. These road shows are a recipe for violence. They are, in a way, provocative, not only to cadres, but to general citizenry. This is why a number of times you have seen them being encountering the police. The police are not stopping them from campaigning. The problem which the police have, and rightly so, is that these guys are going, on the roads. They are destabilizing the public order. Much as you have got the right to campaign, you are not supposed to disturb public order. This is why we have a problem. And this is why these guys are facing the police. They're encountering the police because of the disorder. Because of the disorder that they are bringing. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Atishanishina, ati Siaweo Mwale. This guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's sending me a message that you are an idiot. Identify this guy and tell him, Mumwewe, achintu chakwe, uyu, umgaizu. Uyu mgaizu. Mumwewe achintu chakwe. He's sending me a message. Na fwala, na ntuwa nikane, mwone ni chimutwe. Ichimutwa kwa chintu anikane, kwa nchikonto. Look at this guy. Ushendewepa, mwone ni chimutwe. Ichimutwa kwa chinkonto. Look at this guy. But who is this one also calling me? I haven't started picking phone calls. He's calling me. Hello? Achani? Hello? I have not started picking calls, guys. Chawashani mwambo kuntumina mafoni. Uyum guys. Na phone number. Kopolo phone number. Mumutumine phone yu. Mutumine ni phone uyu number. Phone number yakwe 0975. William, what's your problem, guys? Chilishani. Hello? Iwe nishiwe. Stop calling me. You skala de koku ntumina na my phone. You are useless. I don't even want you on my phone. You are a dog. Listen, JJ, listen, JJ, give me time. You were choko chintu chove, you were like tuke fifa vulo kolondroka. Wembo ya muntu iwe. Ala iwe, wembo ya muntu iwe. You think you are a human being, you. I'm telling you, JJ, let me leave it there. You even have the courage to call. After say wembo iwe. Stupid. Allah, Tualoko. I was giving this number. I want to, some of these people need to be exposed. This number is 0975 616293. Yeah. His name is Saiwell Mwale. Calling me, he's saying, you are an idiot. What have I said for him to be saying I'm an idiot? Okutumpa. I'll sort out that guy. Anyway, Hakainde Hichilema has really done well. This election has gone well. Even the instances that have been coming, you can all attest to this. Wakapokola, they have never gone to destabilize a rally yawa tonse. They don't. The problem is when they go Pama road shows, that's when they encounter the police. From there, like what happened in Western Province. In Western Province, because of their road shows, they encountered the other side. And you can see even in the video, the guy that started throwing stones, Wakuli never tonse boys. And then the tonse boys, I don't understand. I don't want to say much more, but you saw them wearing William guys Afwerecha green. And you saw him in the middle of the road, Amok Fualecha red. Achifumishe kuisa. Achifumishe kuisa. And ababe never tonse boys. Remember there were those guys aba kwetama panga bafwele ama t-shirt ya kwa Mundubile. Bari cannot know these are not our people. Bafwele fiamana nikadama ama rigalia ya kwa Mundubile. Niba UPND. So what about these guys who we even saw pamuse wale fuala? Ale chinja fulecha green, achinja afulecha red. We saw them. They were doing it right in the middle of the road. So in that situation here, I know somebody was calling me. What am I going to tell the president over this? What am I going to tell the president over that nonsense? What am I going to tell the president? What am I going to tell the president? You saw what happened there, really. Whatever happened there, it is highly questionable. It's highly questionable. I can't speak much. I can't speak with certainty. But owing to what we saw on the video, Tafilemoneka genuine. Tafilemoneka genuine. So na mwewa then tumina for that, no. Ulande kona wakateka. Ifoto wana wakateka. Mbufi mulewepa. And you think you can fool me. You can't fool me. You can't call me and tell me and tell the president to stop the violence. Tell the president to stop the violence. The president has been condemning violence. You should be grateful. You should be grateful because you wouldn't have even managed to campaign. You wouldn't have even managed to campaign. You should be grateful to Hakainde Hichilema. Because of Hakainde Hichilema, you have managed to campaign. You have gone all over the country. You have just failed to go in certain areas due to lack of capacity. But otherwise, President Hakainde Hichilema has created an enabling environment for all candidates to campaign. All candidates to campaign. Including our Remutuka, including Garin Kombo, Ule Savaila. Because Garin Kombo, if it was other leaders, Garin Kombo ngatare utunga. Garin Kombo ngatare lala mumunga ndamudi. Ngatare lala mumunga ndamudi ya. Ngatare lala mu. But this man is so good. He's so good. So these incidences, sporadic incidences, you cannot tell them to say, no, tell the president. Because the president was the first one to speak against violence. Before the campaign started, you remember President Hakainde Hichilema issued a statement. Before the campaign started, Hakainde Hichilema, he issued a strong warning against violence. Even this nonsense which happened, Hakainde Hichilema again condemned it. So why do you want to put it on Hakainde Hichilema? This guy who called me Palas Wachilaiwati. If you have to elect Tika Nakuri Balungu, nonsense. Can you compare this election if you elect Tika Kuri Balungu? Can you compare if you elect Tika Kuri Balungu? If you elect Tika Kuri? And even that moment, still, Abena Mundubile, they continued. Now they were busy campaigning. Can you start making an issue? Unless that was the plan. Unless you wanted to create you came up with that so that you amplify it at quite violence. Pantefo chile moneka kwati mwamona tawe takuli violence. Kwati you provoke a situation or you come up with a situation so that mtampo planta to quite violence. But muwe pelefe, this election has been very good. The other thing that I want to appreciate President Hakainde Hichilema is not interfering or sabotaging the campaigns of the opposition, because the president is free to go anywhere at any time. If President Hakainde Hichilema wanted, he would have even gone to Western Province and once Barotseland Mundubile ngawali sampa. Okay, but Hakainde Hichilema has not done that. Hakainde Hichilema has made sure that he's going to where these people are not there. There is no candidate that has been barred or that has been stopped to campaign because the president is there, which was the order of the day during the time of PF. It was the order of the day. The opposition were usually disrupted in their programs because the president is there. But Hakainde Hichilema has not done that. We need to commend him. On that score, I want to also say, Hakainde Hichilema has shown how fit and how hardworking he is during this campaign. We have all seen how hardworking, how fit Hakainde Hichilema is. You remember that these people, akakeneka chair kama veri aka, na ntwani kane akafima veri nota kama veri, kafima veri. You remember, she was busy. They were busy. Na kaka ntwani kane, ndafo kachindika kakwini mpumi. They were busy. Hakainde Hichilema mulwele. This man has run a campaign as strong as a fiddle. As strong as a fiddle. He has run the campaign fit. He has been doing a campaign. In Opo campaign Yatampila, look at, he started going around my communities. Remember? He was going my communities, going around my communities. From there, he started the campaign. When he started the campaign, every day, in the morning, he's attending to official duties at State House. Immediately, he's flying out. Every day, he's doing minimum three rallies. Today, I think he did three. Yesterday, he did 4. Every day. Muntu mwale bati yo, bale shikira fie. Bale futikira. Na watu wala. Akainde mwale randapoi. Aren't you ashamed? Aren't you ashamed to see akainde ichilema stronger than even Mundubile? Ba Mundubile ba tuike ba chitotuma radio to the 4. Issue with yaya. Issue with yaya. Lelonga mwa baloresha wa Mundubile. Na vanaka ne para nali kulirako. Just ututu na tuma ntwani kana. Hakainde ichilema has done so many rallies. Ba Mundubile wa chitafo tunono. But na vanaka. And yet you are busy saying, hey, hakainde ichilema mulwele, hakainde muchu, ndefu okumi mwana mwewa lela ndachi, hakainde ichilema is sick, hakainde ichilema is sick, hakainde ichilema is sick, hey, hakainde ichilema is going to die, hey, now, narumango, whatever, have you seen, who can even run? Trust me, I have been watching campaigns. I have never seen a president who has campaigned the way Hakainde Hichilema has done. Hakainde Hichilema has been everywhere. He has been everywhere, Hakainde Hichilema. He's going, So, mukwate kwensoni, next time, mukaiwelemo, when you start talking, no, he's sick, kulinganga, shan, mule iwelamu. You think a person who is sick can because even me, frankly speaking, I know what it takes to campaign. I know what it takes to talk to people. Na pano pelefin danaka, ninjikala pachipuna. Na sabaida, I get tired. But hakainde ichilema, every day. Mandi. But mulwele, hakainde ichilema is sick. Hakainde ichilema. He collapsed. The mouth has gone this way. He's twisted. Voice very strong. No kushana leshana. Through and through. Muna iwela mu. Ifino mbatubu fiwa mikata. Apobu finabu mikata. Because there were even some people who believed that hakainde ichilema is suffering from some ailment. There were people that believed. Now you have seen for yourselves. Does he look like a person who is sick? Anyway, going to another issue. The other issue that I wanted to talk about in issue yakwa nankan. Yakwa uyuine Mundubile. Somebody told me, though, I must confess that I have not seen the video, that he was promising that he will sort out the Barotseland issue. The Barotse agreement issue. Now, how can Mundubile promise that? Mundubile walimu government ya PF. Mwalifilo kuchita sort out Barotseland agreement. You couldn't sort it out. No, by more Mundubile. Because of Mundubile, but let's have a promise if into what you for the Christmas. Tabeshmene for Valera and Dapu. Mundubile is just talking, and he doesn't even know what he's talking about. How can you go and promise people that you sort out the Barotseland agreement issue? How can you? Imwa Mundubile ni mwa ala ume. Aba research sort out the issue. Wakaundoko kovadi. We have had 7 presidents. They have failed to sort it out. They have failed to sort it out. Imwa Mundubile mkesa sort out. Even Hakainde Hichilema talked about this when he was in opposition. But when he entered there, this time around, have you seen him talking about it? Yeah? Because it's a sensitive issue. It is not an issue that you should bring in, that you should use for political mileage. It needs to be resolved. In future, we will definitely be able to sort out this issue. We will be able to come to some middle ground. But it is not an issue that you should be able to stand per podium and say, hey, I'll come and sort out this. It's more than a political issue here, that one. It's a very sensitive issue. And that is why, responsible leaders are not touching it. You people of Western Province, don't be cheated. That issue, I can assure you that definitely one day this issue will be addressed, where at least a middle ground can be reached. A middle ground can be reached. Don't listen to Mundubile. Don't listen to Mundubile. He is a baby in politics. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. And for that matter, these people, surely they cannot rule the country. They can't. They are not ready. They are far from, being responsible, politically mature to rule the country. Look at Yunan Karati, at Dr. Martin Peel, President Wai Party Akachola. They failed to agree. They are failing to agree amongst themselves. First of all, they failed to agree. Na FDD. There were problems. You remember? There were problems. There were problems amongst themselves, even with the alliance. Now they have problems with this at Akachola. They have problems. How can these people rule? And that issue, here kwa Dr. Martin Peel, here Akachola, it's a very delicate issue in the sense that there are some people who have stood on Pakachola, on RP. Those people, ikabakwati ni PF. Remember issue ya kwa PF, ya kwa Mao Sampa, where Mao Sampa was the president, and he actually suspended and expelled some members. So mwebe minine Pakachola, be ready to be expelled. You may win, Gawawina. Martin Peel is on this side. Martin Peel is against some of you. So you find yourself being kicked out. You find yourself being kicked out. You will not have it easy. That is a very serious issue because your president has gone this way. Your president has come to UPND. So, Mweva kalawina, ngamwawina. You should know that you should be in agreement with your president. You should be part of UPND. Otherwise, you will be punished for indiscipline, for insubordination, for misconduct. And we might have by-election. Oh, yeah, we will have by-elections. We will have by-election. By-election, the issue of by-election was not removed. There was a proposal that once whatever, there are no by-election, but that clause remained. That clause remained. So, if a president, if he whatever dies or whatever, we will have by-elections. So, Muchenjere san. What other issue did I want to talk about? Pretty much those issues. I think let me open phone lines quickly so that we can have an interaction. We can have an interaction. You can call in. You know the number. You know the number. Or then ama 7 ya 3 ngamwalemba 0 ero mwaisa vika ama 7 yanga ya 3 ero mwaisa vika po futi 0 ero mwaisa vika po 7 ero mwaisa vika number 6 mwaisa vika pona 0 mwaisa vika pona 28 number mle tumina pwe. Hello? Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Dad.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Kangwa, calling you from Chilabomba.
Yes, Kangwa.
Okay, yeah. So to start with, I want to condemn the issue of violence that we are seeing, the political violence, regardless of the situation. We are not sure what is happening, where they are staged or anything, but we highly condemn the violence, regardless of what is happening. So my issue is, I want to talk about the issue that borders on the issue of the Barotseland agreement itself. You know, that is a very sensitive issue. That is an issue that someone cannot just use for political mileage. It is a very, very sensitive issue, such that when we look at it closely, it has the potential to actually, disunite the country as a whole. Okay? It has a potential to divide the country completely if we are not so careful. So, touching that issue, so as far as we are concerned, we are treating that as rumor because we are just hearing them to say, okay, there was this agreement here and there, but we don't know if it is true or not. We don't know. But for such an issue to come out in itself, that is a very sensitive issue that does not only, it needs a lot of issues to come in board for people to discuss that. And with Mr. Mundubile cannot just use that for political mileage. That's really bad for him to do that. Very, very bad. We highly do not recommend that. Thank you so much. I wanted to just speak to that issue.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, President Tayali. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I would like to contribute on your program. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I am saying I would like to contribute on your program. Are you online?
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. I would like to make a contribution.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Now, my contribution the violence that actually happened in Western Province. We're made to understand that at that rally action, the police went there not with the intentions of dispersing that crowd. They went there to try and ensure that they protect them as they were doing that rally from the other group that would have maybe evaded them. So now, as the police were approaching, the unruly, I don't know, the security, part of the security for Mundubile, reacted just by the sight of the police there. Magwera kuchita chani kono. To an extent whereby some of those security detail ya Mundubile started manje kufemba ba police ma uniform, you understand? And when you check, you look at that video action, the first tear gas was not thrown at the crowd. It happened where those cadres started manje kufemba ba police way away from where the main event was taking place. So the only issue here is that I think the team, the leadership of Mundubile, when they see the police are not there always to chase them away or to harass them. Perhaps they should, more like speak with their cadres, the security. When they see the police, let the leaders themselves engage with the police, unlike leaving it to the small boys, the so-called security detail of Mundubile. That is where the problem is, because those boys always are they are more like overreacting towards the police instead of course, engaging with the police. That is where the issue is. The other issue that I would want you to talk about is the issue of the polling agents.
Oh, yes.
I have seen this man in Nakonde, the aspiring MP Nakonde on NRUP, whereby, ECZ at first, there's that list that was released which had the NRC numbers on it. So now, what has happened, I don't know whether there are some adjustments that ECZ has made. But the issue here is that man, the aspiring candidate for Nakonde for RRP or whatever, he went with the first list which was released by ECZ that lost the NRC numbers, but they identified them. Because in that group, according to them, RRUP, they had their people. Now, he went with that old list.
In wind up, can you please wind up?
I don't know whether civic center, and then started now, making all such kind of remarks. Well, we don't want foreigners, we don't want people outside of this place, Nakonde to come and be part of these elections here. If not so, then we are going to not take it easy. We are going to fight to ensure that those remarks are very bad. So how the police must follow this seriously, and any trouble person, anyone inciting trouble, must be locked up now and let them come out after the election. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, that's my contribution.
Thank you.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Hello?
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
I'm confused now. It's very good. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Please go
Hello,
ahead.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Tayali. I just want to make a contribution. My name is Raymond, here in Copper Belt.
Okay.
Those boys, they are trying by all means to make sure that Vachita provoke the police and the UPND, but at the point that until Vachita react, if you can observe them, Joseph Vachita, even there, I was watching the video. The police came there, and then they've tried to push the police, even trying to get money from the other police, which is not good. So they're trying by all means to provoke the police, even the UPND. Some guys that yesterday, what happened, Kuya? There was the first people who could some way, but because then they were to post up propagandas. So and then from there, Wangu was post up propagandas.
Anyway, hello. Let's say, can we avoid this thing of the issue because we were not there really?
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, let me go straight to the point.
Yes.
So in a angle day because my understanding is going to have to win an election, you need to have done this. So very monoquivati HH, no matter what they can do, not western and southern, they are guaranteed. So by start relation, I mean they are looking at eastern Muchinga, northern Nawapura. Of course, the central area 50-50. So that's their thinking. So how do they get the Nabena Wakwate ko share? Pakwati Nero Valley is the battle Mukopa belt na Rusaka, na Vishweriachi. So they want to use tribalism na violence. But it's to provoke ama UPND cadres na makapokora. No.
I've gotten the point. Hello? I'm mixed up a little bit. Should I cut up? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, President Tayali. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, Michelle calling you from Mungu, Western Province.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, welcome back.
Thank you.
The problem which I'm seeing with this so-called battles remember when Sata came on power, that he came to Western Province. he promised to those people from Limulonga that I will deal with this issue for 90 days.
Within 90 days.
90 days, which was 3 months.
Mm.
And we gave him the vote, and he was voted for that. He came on power, but he didn't even tackle that issue.
Mm.
Now today, the same people who are so-called PF, they came here, and again they went and talked to those people concerning Barotseland. You know, I don't see that they should use this Barotseland for political mileage. I don't see that they should do that. Why can't they just come, just like the way they use it, go other people say they talk about something else? Not talking about it, Barot. He might think that yes, he wants to be voted for. But now the repercussion after he has been given those mandates, how is he going, where is he going to start from, and what is he going to tell the people about that over the same? And secondly, Mr. President, I think these people, they are too anxious, they are too happy, they are too excited. They are not yet voted in. You know, we were there at the meeting. We were there. Those, they have grouped themselves and they think that they can control the police officers. That's what they are thinking.
Yes.
Very, very bad. They are not even respecting this men in uniform. They are not. Their language, their actions is contrary to what they're supposed to do. So, anyway, I cannot say much. They know what they are doing. But let's just wait when it is what will happen. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is the program still on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just want to make a contribution.
Yes.
Probably a little bit far from the topic that you have today. Yes. I just want to make an appeal to a Zambian voter who is voting next week that the best president is HH that we should vote for. To be honest, if you're a supporter of Mundubile, you have to be very much worried about the interview for BBC because, I mean, it exposed that man a lot. You have to be very much worried. There is no politician in Zambia who is going to bring back, like, for example, a bag of meal at 150 because economics doesn't work like that.
No.
And you don't go on a rally to promise people that I'm going to reduce it maybe at 50 kwacha. You remember in 2007 somewhere, we were buying meal or just a bread, for example, we were buying at 7 kwacha. And this time around, how much are we buying? It's just how it is. As the population grows, the demand, the law of demand applies. It means people who would want to buy bread will be more, and hence the prices will be adjusted. And then that is how it works. You cannot buy minimum at 50 kwacha in 2026. It doesn't work like that. Even 2031, minimum might even go a little bit up, but doesn't mean that the person who will be ruling by that time has failed. No. It's just how it is because the cost of production also changes. You know, maybe in 2021, when we were voting, buying a tractor, it could be maybe, you know, the cost was a little bit lower compared to now. And that triggers the cost of production. And once the cost of production goes up, that definitely triggers the price of minimum. Anything that is produced using a tractor, it will go up. And that is how it is. And the politician who stands on a political rally and promises people to say, no, I'm going to reduce minimum up to 100 kwacha. HH has failed to do that for you. I'm going to buy you an excavator or whatever we call it. I'm going to buy you a tractor or a car when I win. That's a lie. Because where is he going to find the money? And moreover, these investors that we have in Zambia, they were brought by HH. Remember?
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, indeed. Okay. I think I'll end my program here so that I can go and rest. These days, this time around, Don't fafio kuna kafe what. I'm not so used. So, thank you very much for. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay, I'm going to sleep now. Good night. Good night, people.